Hey everybody, what's up? This is Miss G. Let me go through it. Miss G, Glow, 50 Shades of Glow, glampluxetravels. We out here. I hope everyone is well tonight. On today is Thursday, January 9th already. We're 10 days in. That's crazy, right? That's so crazy. So, Nathaniel, what's up? Miss Jacqueline, welcome. We are here in the place. I hope everyone is keeping warm. And I want to thank y'all so much for jumping on. I am so excited tonight. Thank you so much for coming on to the series. Let's talk about Africa. Let's talk about travel and repatriate. Miss Bridget, what's going on? I want to thank y'all so much for coming on. Come on in the room. Come on and share, because sharing is caring. So you don't want all this good information just to yourself, because you know your friends are going to be asking you all these questions when they could just jump on, okay? Because the telephone game, the information never gets right after a while. So I want to welcome everyone. I am loving the energy. I am loving the focus of y'all. So I want to thank y'all tonight. I am so excited because we're going to talk about Botswana. Honey, sir, let me tell you something. Anybody been to Botswana? Let me start off with that. Has anybody been to Botswana? Put a one in the chat if y'all have been to Botswana. Miss Trish, girl, how you doing? Welcome. Has anyone been to Botswana? Because I'm telling you, Botswana, if I didn't like me some beach, I would be so mad that, and not saying that Kenya is bad, but what Botswana has to offer and is hiding, oh my God. I told you, every time I say Botswana, I get excited. Y'all gonna be excited too, okay? So, hi, Miss Ernestine. Welcome, Maya. Welcome. Look at all my people. I'm calling y'all the Glow Tribe. The Glow Tribe. Yes. So, let me get right on into it. So, just if y'all are new, thank y'all. This is a group. Miss Latour, hey stranger, happy new year. If y'all are new to the group, because the group is relatively new. I think I put it together not even a month ago, and it is growing exponentially, and I'm loving it because we get it. Okay, we get it. And I made it a point, because I had it on my personal page and everything, and I'm seeing people kind of drip in and whatever. And some folks that were coming in, they were being nosy. They don't even have their passport. So I'm sorry, I can't talk to folks in 2025, no shade, that don't have their passport. Oh my gosh. Because, and this is serious talk, I always go back to say November 5th, 2024. If you were like unclear, unsure, well, maybe, keep hope alive, as what's his name used to say. If that didn't make it clear that we need to do some things, because no one's going to do it for us. No one's going to do it for us. So if that did not adjust your trajectory on what you need to do going into 2025 and beyond, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. So I want to also like set the tone to understand, and all of y'all know this, or y'all wouldn't be in the group. 2 words to understand: repatriation. Okay, that's going to be thrown a lot around a lot, and it's going to get more and more and more, in this as this year goes. Repatriation. I looked it up and I said it uh, on the first live. Repatriation is returning to your origin of country. And I want to share with everyone, like it or not, the US is not our origin of country. It's our origin of where we were born, but our ancestors, anyone with melanin, were bought here as slaves, not indentured servants like they tell us in Jamestown that we were just so happy to do what we do. No, 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 no. We were forced here. We were taken from the different African countries and bought to be used as a commodity to make money, to build the country that America is now. I hear so many people say, oh, well, I'm not going anywhere because, my people built this country. Yeah, they did. Absolutely. For free, unwillingly. And 400 years later, have we got any appreciation for it? No. You can do all the praying you want. Our ancestors have been doing that for the last 400 years. It's time for us to make some moves. So I'm so happy that we are all in this together. And we're going to talk about Botswana today. Botswana is the bomb. Who has been to Botswana? Anyone that's been to Botswana, I want y'all to jump on. I want y'all to come on camera, because Botswana is it. Is it. Put Africa 2025. Who's going to Africa this year? Put Africa 2025 in the chat if y'all have a trip planned to go to Africa between now and December 2025. That's a must. That's a must. Every Black American should go back to Africa. Any place in Africa, to be quite honest. T. Marie, thank you so much for coming on. Okay, so we're talking about Botswana. Okay. Botswana is in the southern part of Africa, all right, near Namibia and South Africa. Okay. Botswana has a very interesting and outstanding history. Now, Botswana, I believe that they were colonized by the British, right? So it's an English speaking country. So all of these things are like pluses for people that's considering traveling. Gregory, how are you? I hope all is well. Thank you for coming on and taking time away from your gorgeous renovations. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, that they were colonized by the British. They received their independence 1960. Now, 1960 isn't that long ago, okay? 1960 was what, 65 years ago. That wasn't that long ago. And at that time, they were straight bush, like straight bush, had nothing. Botswana was the place that the Africa that they taught us in school Africa was. Okay. After their independence, the president, oops, 1 second. I don't want us to go out. Let me plug my thing in. I just got a notification. So, uh, the government, the new government, said, let's start developing the country, right? Nazinga, how are you, honey? Um, let's start developing the country. Ciao. Why they start digging? And guess what they found? Diamonds, 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 diamonds. So all of these decades and centuries. Lorraine, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Diamonds. Then they did not know they were sitting on. They were in the bush, in the mud houses, honey. And they were sitting on diamonds the whole time, did not know, and neither did the British. Talking about, huh, come like the British came and thought they was gonna do something and take over. They didn't do enough digging, obviously. After the British gave Botswana back their independence, because they were independent before the colonizers came in. Botswana and all the other countries was minding their business. And then here come the explorers that probably got lost, ended up on the place and say, "Oh, look at this place. Oh, y'all barbaric people. Let me show y'all what, you know, life should be. And matter of fact, let us kind of show y'all and rule." And then before they didn't know they was minding their business. Okay. They was minding their business, they was happy. And the folks, it still happens to today. It blows me away that when I'm doing my research, Miss Q, when I do my research, it really messes with me, because I'm like, the same stuff is going on. I'm in Atlanta, and different places like Reynoldstown and Peoplestown and downtown Atlanta, that off of 20, where I know used to be. And then I ride and I'm like confused. I'm like, wait a minute. What? 700,000? The little bungalow next door to it, I remember, was up for like 20,000 like 15, 20 years ago. Why are there houses for 700,000? And then I see folks walking their dogs and pushing their babies. When did this happen? They come over, they take over. Same thing in like Brooklyn that I'm hearing. All of the culture that's in Brooklyn, you see the gorgeous, renovations in the brownstones, but they've stripped all of the history and the architectural beauty and everything away. And it's all this, cookie cutter stuff for $2, $3, $4, $5 million. When those Big Mama's brownstone, she bought it for $10,000. And then folks want to come in and then say, "Oh, well, you can't have, we're not comfortable with you having a block party. That really is disturbing." What? Excuse me? Y'all coming out? What? We can't have our cultural things. So that kind of messes with me. But anyway, so obviously this has been going on from the beginning of the time, as everyone already knows this. But anyway, hey, YouTube, I forgot to say hi. I'm also on YouTube, 50 Shades of Glow. So my YouTube fam, hello. I didn't forget y'all. Okay. So anywho, so that is what happened with Botswana. So before I started doing all this research, I know that Botswana had a lot of was known for like their zebras and their wildlife, and also safaris, gorgeous safaris. But I did not know how the city The city is almost like I compare it to how Dubai and Dubai chic and the royal family turned Dubai from just straight desert to now, anybody that's been to Dubai, it's just outstanding. And it's totally different. Dubai, who's this? Everett. Hello, sir. I haven't seen you in forever. Um, what we have run into, like Dubai, is pretty much a new place compared to like the Saudi Arabia. And we know that Saudi Arabia has oil money. But when you go to Saudi Arabia, it's still a difference in, the people that have money or the certain 1%, and then everyone else is poor in Saudi Arabia and they're sitting on oil. The difference in Dubai, the sheikh, the top family, he decided to spread the wealth and grow the people and invest in the people. And by him doing that, Dubai has exploded. And now Doha is now doing the same thing, because Doha was like nothing. So Botswana, and then there's a couple of other places in the continent of Africa that's kind of doing the same, but Botswana did their thing. So they were digging and they found all these diamonds. And Botswana, they found the third largest diamond in the world. Diamonds, all type of diamonds. They're sitting on pretty much Africa itself, because there's some African countries now that's sitting on diamonds and gold, but they don't have the investment resources to mine them to make money. But the continent of Africa is basically a big piece of diamond and gold and iron ore and everything, but mostly diamonds and gold. I don't know if I told y'all this little piece. I have a place on the Kenyan coast. And I really didn't think about it. I'm just thinking beach, beach. Okay, beautiful. They talk about Zanzibar. They talk about this place. So when I first got my place, my realtor and I went to the beach, but really wasn't at the beach. We just looked, okay, it's nice beach, whatever. When I went back this year, and me and a lady that was going with me, we were at the beach and in the beach and went into the water. Why was it gold all in the water? Courtney, why was it gold in the sand? And I'm like, wait a minute. It's not just it's like the water washing up gold. So I'm telling you, the continent of Africa, what they have shared with us or let us know, I'm telling you, not a clue. We don't have a clue of the richness that, if we haven't been, that we are missing out on. And every person, every Black American owes it to themselves to visit the continent of Africa. So continuing with Botswana. Botswana, like Dubai, because Dubai puts into their people. So Dubai, I think Dubai's healthcare is free. And then if you are a Dubai citizen, you get housing, you get government, like employment, everything is offered to you. So everyone is thriving. Okay. So in Botswana, all of the Botswanan citizens have and are benefiting off of Botswana. And the driving force is the diamonds, because they're one of the largest exporters of diamonds. Unfortunately, we already know the deal that they have been, what's the word? People have come in and taken advantage of the resources there and made money from the diamonds, but they still have been able to they've made so much money on the diamonds that they are able, listen to this, and just listen to this. After most of us, what is today going on the weekend, this is today that we just finished paying our premium for our health care, right? And we still gotta watch when we go to the doctor to see how much we gotta pay for copay. In Botswana, because of the money they have made off of diamonds, their health care is free. Even if you go to the hospital, it's free. They have top-notch doctors because they can afford to pay. The government can afford to support their people. Education is free from elementary school, secondary school, and also university. Education is free. The president is so serious about developing Botswana to be a global force. Botswana is one of the fastest growing economically forces in the continent of Africa now. God is so good. Let me tell you, God is so good, because when I first started this back in October, I was just getting on because people would ask me about the travel and this is that, and talking to people offline all the time. And I'm like, let me just get on a live and start, let's all talk about Africa. And I've learned so much. And there's 54 countries in the continent of Africa that a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people think that Africa is a country. No, it's not. And they continue to shade us, because I saw something on like a meme, and Hana, thank you, Hanan, thank you for coming on. I say hi to everybody, so I'm just letting y'all know. I gotta connect. And now that I connected, I totally forgot what I was saying. But I totally forgot what I was saying. I am so sorry. So I'm just so excited about it. So they are making sure that everyone is taken care of, and they know the end goal. So it's not the 1% that they are concentrating on making the money, the 1% and then the political people. Everyone is going to thrive. And what is so great about that, when you pour into your resource, they're going to pour back. Lisa, how are you? They're going to give back. So education is free. Who still got a student loan bill out there, honey, that y'all have for 25 years? That they haven't, because you're not educated, they haven't cleared off. Education is free. And they've taken education free to another level. So if you want to study a major that the university in Botswana does not offer, do you know the government will pay for your study abroad in that field? Mm-hmm. 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 Number two, Botswana government will also incentivize you by giving you a stipend every month while you are in university, so you finish college and get a degree and you are proficient in your major, so you can then return and be part of the talent, the strong talent that they need to grow the economy. something. This is coming from Africa, where it's, flies around folk head and they don't know and all that. That's what they doing over in Botswana. Yeah. That's how they getting down. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Put one in the chat. Are y'all picking up is this crazy? But yet, we got to take out student loans. We got to drop out of school. We got to drop out of school early. I'm sorry, I'm disconnecting. Come on. Sorry, YouTube, I'm having some issues on the. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. What is it? The Meta probably like, she talking too much stuff. She talking too much stuff. Meta trying to shut me down. But y'all got my back, right? So, can you believe that? Botswana, that we don't hear about. We only hear about Ghana, and that's great. And a lot of people just came back, but don't sleep on Botswana. If y'all look at the Ghana plane ticket, check out Botswana. Now, if you don't mind not being near the water, I'm waiting for Facebook to reconnect. I don't know why it's disconnecting. I think Meta is messing with me. I'm sorry, y'all. Slow connection. I am so sorry. I'm waiting for it to connect. People, Meta messing with me. You know Meta messing with me. You know that, right? Because all of a sudden, when I start talking about, all of a sudden, my connection been fine. So y'all stay on the line. Don't drop off the line if it disconnects or slow connection. I'm still here. I'll be here until 10 o'clock talking. Okay. This is the hour of power. This is what we calling the hour of power. See, Meta messing with me again. All right. So we are going to get over. We're going to get over. I'm going to start talking nicely. Okay. I'm going to start talking and start giving y'all some stats. Okay. Kim, welcome. Welcome to the Glow Tribe. Welcome to Africa Awaits. All right. So let me start giving y'all some stats because see, Meta messing with me. Okay, so some stats here. The capital of Botswana, I love y'all too. The capital of Botswana is called Gariboni. Okay, that's the capital. Okay, and the people are very, very chill. I'm sorry, YouTube, but Facebook is Meta's messing with me. I rebuke you, devil, in Meta. So is Gariboni is the capital. The people are very, very chill people. You have a very, very chill vibe. When you go there, it's very no drama. Also, the people of Botswana are very humble, very simple, even though they got it going on, because they do have areas that have $1 million homes. It's one of the area that has $1 million homes, and it's very exclusive. It's very exclusive. Sorry, YouTube. Yeah, that is very exclusive. It's called, if y'all want, when y'all want to travel, and what I think I know I'm going to do, I'm not thinking anything. We doing a trip to Botswana in like February, when people get their money back rolling, like February, March, because that's low season when everything is less price, but all the animals and stuff, all of the animals, all of the animals are out there chilling. So the best time to travel, high season, is like October to um is no, is when is high season? I don't want to go high season because it's high money. So low season is like December. Low season. Low season is December through like March. So I'm I have a couple of tour operators I want to make sure I get, because all of my vendors, I make sure with glampluxetravels are you know what? They just can't stand it. YouTube, they can't stand it. When I started talking junk, all of a sudden every 30 seconds, I'm talking to my YouTube people. You see Meta messing with me, right? Every like minute I get cut off. Like all of a sudden it's just started. But anyway, I'm gonna talk through and I'm gonna stop every time they cut me off. Here goes slow connection. They're gonna cut me off in a second. But I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna keep it moving. I rebuke you, devil. Okay. Um, so we're gonna do, yeah, my vendors with Glamp Lux Travel, I only vet indigenous, African, Black, or women vendors with Glamp Lux Travels and Experiences. Um, that is my mission, to only do business. So I do have relationships with several tour operators, but most of them are European. And just to let y'all know, when y'all go on safaris and everything like that, 85% of the tour operators are European and not African. So just be mindful. Be mindful of where you spend your money, okay? Because we are on a trajectory. All right. So, like, when do y'all want to do a trip to Botswana? Y'all want to do it in February or March? Because January, people money be funny. February and March, you start getting your taxes back of 2026. February or March of 2026, we're going to Botswana. Okay. We're going, because Botswana is the bomb. Okay. So let me get into, all right, cost of living. No, let me talk a little bit about Park Lane. No, Park Alani. Park Alani. That is the most exclusive area in Botswana. It is a suburb, not a newly built suburb, but it's a suburb right outside of the capital, Gariboni. It is very exclusive. They have $1 million homes, but they do have some resorts. Now, you would think with it being so exclusive, it would be expensive. And I guess it would be expensive to some, but you could stay there and the rooms are gorgeous, for like 140 a night. And the top suite is like 250, 300 a night. That is really good. And this is in the most exclusive part. And the resort, I'm not sure which resort it is, but the name of the resort, but that's a place we got to stay. And it has a golf course. It also has have a meeting room. So if anyone wants to do like a destination wedding, this resort and hotel does not charge at all to use their event facilities. If you're staying there, all you got to do is pay for the food and the drinks. That's it. You can use the room and everything like that. Yes. 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 So let me see what else. Anybody have any questions? I thank y'all so much for dropping in. I really do. And we do this every night at 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday until we finish. Okay. And I hope everyone has their passport. And if your passport is less than a year old, please get it renewed. All right. Passports are only $125. And if you get the picture, it's the most is $180. And I think that's if you go get the picture and you really don't do all the extra, it's $180. What is that? 18 is you have it for 10 years. Okay. And also to save you aggravation, the best $125 ever spent, everyone should have a TSA pre-check, if not clear. And some of your credit cards will give that to you, not give it to you for free, but give you a credit of like $189, $200, whatever it is, for you to get the clear or the TSA pre-check. Do not get the TSA pre-check. Everybody has a TSA pre-check. Get global entry. Global entry duels as TSA pre-check also. And what's so cool about global entry, and this is just a side note, and I always give you all kind of like a little dabble of a hack when we're talking about the countries, but global entry, when you come back from that long behind trip and you're back in the United States and you're back home and you're like, oh, my paradise is finished. The last thing that you want to do is stand on a customs line for 45 minutes and they going through your stuff and interrogating you. With global entry, honey, who got a global entry? Who has global entry in the chat? Put global entry in the chat for whoever has global entry. And do me a favor, please like and share, because sharing is caring. Because I know you don't want to repeat this to your friends that, of course, is going to ask you about, oh, well, what she said about Botswana. Just share. When you come in, please, just share. Just share. Miss Kimberly, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. So, yes, put in the chat who has global entry, and tell the people I'm lying if that global entry isn't. Yes, okay. It saves. It changed your life. Change your life, because all you do before, when you would come back, you would put your passport down. They don't even do that anymore. They have the whole biometrics. And you walk up. Yes, my people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Am I lying or am I lying? You go up. You just look in the thing, and then the thing comes up and says, "Okay, you can go." And you're like, "Okay." Then you. Kimberly. Sorry, they messed with me again. YouTube. Miss Kimberly. Yes, I love y'all. Miss Kimberly, so you would know, I was talking junk and now Meta's messing with me. So every couple of minutes, my connection goes bad. But anyway, I'm giving you all the deets. Okay, how much time I got left? I have about 15 minutes, a little less. All right. So when I go into a silence YouTube, it's because the Facebook connection goes out. All right. So also some great places to see in in Botswana and Gaborone. They have Kali, and it's like a hill, almost like if people are in Atlanta, it's almost like a you can what do you do? Hiking, and you can climb to the top of the hill. It's a whole place, and then you look at the top. It's almost like Stone Mountain, really really nice. And then Botswana has the largest salt pond. Have y'all ever heard of a salt pond? The largest salt pond in the world. All right, largest salt pond in the world. Um, so let's get into the cost of living. All right, if y'all are thinking about. So again, everything, just to give y'all some, background, everything is less than the United States, but you got to position yourself. And as I always say, we are emotional, but we should not make emotional moves, because you know you get you get caught up in what you don't want to do is make an emotional move, and then it turns out worse than you have to be very strategic in if you want to make moves to move anywhere. Doesn't even have to be Africa. Anywhere outside of the United States, you got to plan and prepare pretty much, and build a network. Do a lot of research. You got to do a lot of research, but also make a lot of connections and have a network, uh, uh, um, a resourceful, trusted network of people that, like, a checks and balances. You got to have checks and balances, because when you travel, and we brought this on, yes, Africa's wonderful and everything, but you do have the reality of certain things. So I don't want to paint this whole rosy picture, because it's not rosy. So you are going to run into situations that you're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on in Ghana now. People were so excited to get to Ghana, and then they'll run into someone that's like, oh yeah, I got some land. I can sell you some land. And they go buying land online or whatever. People doing these, oh yeah, I got some land and we developing. And you get over there, you don't find the land, or it's been sold to like 20 other people. So I don't care. I don't care what chief they say is going signs up. No, 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 no. Just to keep in mind, when you decide, and this is to go anywhere, you need a reputable, certified realtor, and you need an attorney to do the paperwork. No chiefs, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. You may get lucky, but a lot of times you may not. So you don't want to mess with that, because people know that we're very eager to make some changes. And there are people that's going to take advantage of it because they think when they look at us, yes, we're Black, but we look like a whole dollar bill to people in the continent. Just keeping it a buck, just keeping it a buck. But so the cost of living, y'all ready for this? I be loving these costs of living. Anybody have any questions before I go on? Anybody want to jump in and add or correct anything? I appreciate y'all so much for coming on. And bring a friend the next time. Cost of living for one person, just like your day-to-day monthly costs. Y'all ready for this? I know somebody is gonna spend this today since it's cold. Spend this today at Sam's, okay? For one person is $521 a month. For a family of 4, about $1,800 a month. And this is in the city center. This is living in Gariboni. All right, a 1-bedroom, that does not include your housing. So your housing could vary, right? So a 1-bedroom in the city center of Gariboni can be as low as $200 a month. Outside of the city center is about 100, and I'm talking in US dollars. A 3-bedroom in the city center in Gariboni averages about $525 a month. Outside, about $350. Now, the food and the meals, they're inexpensive relatively, but some things are expensive because since Botswana is not on the coast, they have to have a lot of things like imported in. So that's going to uptick the price of some of the commodities. So let me see, like meals at a restaurant for 2. If you go to restaurants, $20. Okay, that's dirt cheap to us, right? We can go to Starbucks and 2 shakes is going to be $20. But compared to other places, that could be kind of pricey. You know what I'm saying? Transportation. So public transportation is about $1.80 in US one way. And if you have a monthly pass to get all over the city, is about $90. Taxis and Ubers start about $2. Now your total utilities, and I'm not sure if this is included in the 521. I think it is. But utilities, your electric, heat, cooling, water, and garbage is right around $180 that you may spend. So what do people do? That's always the next question. Well, I want to go, but what jobs do they have? In other countries, we as Americans would not be able. No, because what they get paid is probably, I did not look at the exchange rate, but it would be like less than 10% of what the exchange rate is. So what you want to do to have the American dream, because what we're focused on here is really living the real American dream. The real American dream. We live it through our investments, our savings, downsize, sell all this stuff that we haven't dealt with, put that stuff on Facebook Marketplace, put that money in a little savings or crypto's starting to do well, buy some Bitcoin, put it in a mutual fund, whatever. Just get rid of. When I decided that I was going to make the transition, I saw everything. I am living very basic. I'm in a 2-bedroom. My kids live with me. We live like foreigners. We live together communal because we got a goal. I got a goal. And I used to have a big house whatsoever. I don't need any of that. When my kids are grown, I don't need any of that. So I'm looking at the bigger thing. I have sold anything I can sell, I sell. Hey, Melissa, Cote d'Ivoire's coming up. She know what I'm talking about. Cote d'Ivoire is coming up, and we have the Cote d'Ivoire queen in the chat. And she gave us some stuff the last time, and you got to come back. Cote d'Ivoire is coming up, so I'm gonna call you after, Miss Melissa. Okay, so yeah, so start selling everything you can. What you want it for? What you need it for? And like I was sharing on another live I had earlier today, that Louis bag that everybody has, no shade, that Chanel bag, that YSL, that could probably pay a rent for that could probably pay your rent for a year. And what your bag doing? Sitting in the corner empty. Hey, Miss Tabitha. Hey, Miss Tabitha, thank you so much for coming on. So, let me see how much time I got. Okay, I have a little 8 minutes. So, sell stuff, start to downsize. Houses are ridiculous price now, so you can probably get some nice money. You can live your 401k, your 403b, whatever, but you can really live your American dream internationally. So we need to play chess instead of checkers. November 5th was very clear on where we really stand and where our value is in this country. So we need to make ourselves more valuable. So what to do if you're there? So these are some incomes, because I don't say jobs, I say income. I love it. Thank you, Tabitha. Some incomes that you can do when you are in Botswana. And I'm going to tell y'all, people that's been on every day, this comes up every time. Now, I know a lot of educators that can't wait to get out, can't wait to retire. They just counting the days. I have a good girl, one of my best girlfriends. She's a AP. She's a assistant principal. And she says, I have 21 months. She said she has 21 months, 3 weeks. She counting the days down till she get out. And that's sad. She says she hates her job, but she loves education and what she wanted to get into it for. But she's just counting it down. But this is a reoccurring for all of the countries that we've been talking about. So incomes that you can do if you're in IT is great, because you can be remote. Okay, so you can be remote, so you can make your US money while being anywhere in the world. Okay, software developer, graphic designer, web developer, and it's a high market for that. And also, if there are corporate hubs in Botswana, so if you work for Amazon, okay, you can try to get them to transfer you to live in there or whatsoever. Other thing is consultants, freelancers, nurses, doctors in the medical field, because as I mentioned before, the government pays for your medical. Even when you go to the hospital, it's all free, because they, diamonds fuel their economy. So nursing, anything in the medical field. Yes, 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 absolutely. So, Miss Kimberly, have you taught internationally yet? Are you outside of the country? Because that was my next thing, being a teacher, English teacher. That's on every list. So if you have your degree, even like an associate's, and in some certain situations, you can tutor. You can I forgot, it's a couple of companies that you can teach English and you don't even have to go into a school. You can do it remotely. Adrian, thank you so much for coming on. So, English teacher is a big one, and that is a reoccurring um income that you can do, that's wanted in these different countries. English speaking teachers. Yes. So, if Miss Kimberly doesn't mind to Miss Kimberly, what time is it? 3 minutes. Would you want to come on and talk to us about being a teacher internationally? Or are you shy to give people, because people want to know, people are like, well, I want to go, but what job can I do? And the teacher is like the number one, and you don't even have to have all the teacher certification. Can you give us some deets? Are you able to come on for the last couple minutes? All right, so let me see. While she is deciding, so we talked about, oh, can you come on? Are you able to come on? Let me see if I'm able to invite you on. Because usually it'll say bring them on camera. Yes. Okay. All right. So now here goes the slow connection darn thing. All right. So right there. All right, everyone. Miss Kimberly is going to come on and talk to us real quick about being a teacher. She coming on. It says adding. So hopefully she will come on. All right. So while that's loading for her to come on, why is it saying declined? Try again. Let me see. Kimberly, invite. I just invited you. All right. So while she's coming on, yeah, let's do a trip to Botswana in like February or March of 2026. It's saying it's adding, so hopefully you will pop on. And let me see. It's about $1,200 round trip if you left from Dulles. And another great thing is for U.S. citizens. Why is it still saying decline? That's weird. I don't know why it's saying decline. I apologize. We'll try next time. You'll be on, and we'll try to get you on tomorrow when you come on again. This is another great side note. For U.S. citizens, you don't have to have a visa. You don't have to have a visa as long as you are a U.S. citizen. I'm telling you, even though we get shaded, we get a lot of perks and privileges by default. So if you are a U.S. citizen, they didn't say other countries, a U.S. citizen. I don't know why. We'll try again on because that comes up as a topic. So I want you to come on. We're gonna try to get you on. I don't know why it's saying decline, but for U.S. citizens, you don't need a visa if you're staying up to 90 days. After 90 days, an extension, then you got to go through, different processes. Yellow fever, because that's also another question. Yellow fever vaccination for Botswana is only mandatory if you are coming from a country that has a high risk of yellow fever. So you really don't need the if you're coming from the United States, because the United States doesn't have a high risk of yellow fever. So that is it. That is it. I want to thank all of y'all. This has been wonderful. Put Botswana in the chat, honey. Put Botswana 2026 in the chat, because that's where we going. Botswana. And I want to thank you. My name is Gloria with glampluxetravels and Experiences. You can definitely visit me at glampluxetravels.com. I do have a travel guide. I will be reaching out to y'all because I do want to send y'all a gift of how to prepare to repatriate. I have that to send to all of my people that come on the live, because we are all family. And if y'all have been to any of the countries in Africa, please DM me, because I want y'all to talk about it, because I do research, but my goal is to have people that are there now, has been there, so we can get real life experience, so people can definitely feel comfortable in what we know. All right. It is 10:03. And with all of interruptions, Meta, you see it's not bumping no more. Isn't that interesting? But I want to thank Facebook, my people on Facebook. Thank you so much. See y'all tomorrow, 9 p.m. And on YouTube, 50 Shades of Glow. Please like, please subscribe, because my little YouTube channel be on the struggle bus, because I didn't know how to edit. But now I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going on. I'm talking. But we are going to do it. I'm so excited. Thank you for this community. And I'll check y'all later. Y'all have a great night. Stay warm, because in a lot of places it's going to be off the hook tomorrow. So stay warm. Do your PTO day whatsoever. Y'all take care. Thank y'all.